Hello everybody, it is I, the Melanated Oracle, back again today with another video. Today is going to be a little different. I'm actually going to be doing a love reading. Don't get too excited now. I actually do not like love readings at all, but Spirit came to me and said that, you know what, we know you're not feeling this. This usually isn't your typical thing, but you're going to be doing something a little different. Instead of doing the typical, who will I marry? When will I find my soulmate? Is this my twin flame? No offense to them, but no. This is all about healing the relationships or situationship you are currently in. Things that you can do to, really build up that connection if you're currently separated, how you should further proceed along, things such as that. It's more of an investigation into your soul union more than, prophesizing what may or may not happen in the future. So starting off, we're going to do something different. We're not going to do the seashells like typically. Instead, I want you to use your inner energy to decide if you want to choose the number 1, 2, or 3. I'll leave a blank screen and leave some calming music so you can really just take some time to breathe and figure out which one is for you. So if you chose the number 1, then this will be the reading for you. And I'm going to be doing something a little different, so please just give me a little bit of time. So you got the number 5, and with the number 5, that's really about bringing in great change. So clearly there's something happening in your relationship that is changing it from, the current day by day, which will either be a good thing or a bad thing. Of course, I'm going to pull some cards, but right off the bat with you getting 5 cowrie shells that are upright, that's already telling me that there's going to be some major change coming into either your relationship, situationship, this person that may even be an ex. I just heard ex, so this person may even be an ex, and we're just going to go and pull some cards and see what the message is from you. So starting off with the reconciliation cards, we're just getting some messages from Spirit, connecting with Spirit right now. Yeah, so the first card you guys got was sexual compatibility. So we're already knowing where this is going, and this is interesting. You also got separation needed. So I'm gonna pull another one before going in, because I know this love is more a sensitive topic, so I really want to make sure I'm getting all the facts first before I just go and start running off at the mouth. You got separation needed and sexual compatibility. Oh, I just kind of heard something in my mind. And then you got watching and waiting. So right now, the change that is coming is, I feel like you guys have been very, very frisky with one another lately, and that is all fine and dandy, but I'm getting the feeling that that may be the thing that's really tying you together. It's not, I just heard, it's not really more of a emotional relationship right now. It's more so purely physical, and that's really what's keeping you guys together. You're not having that really intimate bond that Spirit wants us to have with, our partner, our soul union, really. I mean, when you're with someone and you want a long-term relationship, it's usually because your soul wants to bond with that person. It's not more so because your body, I mean, yes, our body wants, but more than anything, we want somebody who we can truly have a bond with. So that, seeing the sexual compatibility, obviously there's a lot of physical attraction between you two. I'm sorry, I just got I just saw fireworks in my mind. So clearly when you guys do get down and frisky, there are some fireworks that, basically explodes when, the moment comes. But again, that's really all you guys are having at the moment. You're not having that really deep connection that I really feel like the person that's viewing this is desiring. You want a deep connection with this person. You don't want to just be, purely physical. I mean, that's fine. Like, it's okay, but you want someone to really relate to you on an emotional level. You want emotional intimacy. I even just heard spiritual intimacy. So you're really wanting your partner or your ex or, whatever that other party is, you want them to just want you emotionally and not just physically, to care about your emotions, to really, just care about how you feel and what goes on into your day-to-day life. But in order for this to happen, I'm saying that there's some separation needed. And I'm not saying that whoever's in a relationship right now, or a situationship or whatever, that you have to completely cut this person out of your life. I know that right now it's cutting some cords, but that is not the case. The case needs to be is that you may need to take some time away from sex, and the other party may not be happy with that. And if that is the case, then you gotta just tell them, like, look, the sex is great, but that's not all I want right now. I want way more than that. And for that to be the case, we need to ease off physically so we can really get to know each other emotionally, because that's really what I'm desiring. And you should respect that, more so for me, A, as an individual, but B, because I get a feeling that this person, they already know this. They know that you want more. And if they're not ready for that, then they really just need to take some time away and to really, appreciate and value the person you are. Because they have seen your personality. They know you as a person, and they do enjoy being around you, or they wouldn't continue to come around for, the physical connection. But most of the time, even though I know a lot of people say sex is just sex, it's way more than that, because sex was just sex. You'd be having sex with any random person off the street, but that's not what's happening. It's this one particular individual that you two keep going back and back towards each other, rather that, again, be a relationship, a situationship, or an ex. It's a connection that's there, and it wants to go deeper. But since, this other party is, I'm actually going to pull one more card, but since this other party is like really struggling with their emotions, it's causing some rift and tension emotionally. You also have watching and waiting. You want to watch and wait and see how their reaction actually will be to, the separation from the physical. You want to make sure they're actually appreciating you as an individual, as a person, because you bring more to the table than just your body. You have a mind, you have a soul, you have all these other beautiful things about you. And if that other person isn't realizing that because they're blinded by the physicality of everything, it's going to take some separation for them to really truly understand and appreciate you. I do want to pull another card because I feel like we're missing something. Pull two cards. So social media connection. So clearly they're checking you out on social media. They're like, oh my god, they're so fine, I just can't get enough of them. And then you got short-term results. So yeah, right now the other person is really kind of thinking of the short term. And I'm not trying to scare anybody with this. I'm going to actually clarify. So short term, as in they're not thinking about the future. And just because they're not thinking about the future doesn't mean that you guys are going to break up if you're together. More so, they're thinking of what can give them instant gratification. This is literally, I love this. This is of a ice cream cone that is melting. Ice cream cones, while they are wonderful, they only last a short while. And it's more of short-term gratification more than the long term. Right now, they're not thinking about the long term, of how beautiful this relationship can be if they're just able to deepen the emotional side of it. So they're clearly checking you out on social media because they think I get a feeling this person thinks you're absolutely gorgeous, and they just want to be around you, and they just want to be physically near you. But like I said, they aren't realizing the emotional side of you. They're not realizing you as a person, not just your body and your beautiful face, because I just got an image of a gorgeous person, but they're not viewing you as they're not viewing the complete package. In order for them to really look at the long-term results, they need to look at the whole entire package and all of your being, because you're bomb. I mean, why would nobody look at the whole package? Why would you order this big Amazon package that has so many parts, but then you're just paying attention to that one? Not really making a lot of sense, right? So that being said, really for you guys, it's all about taking some separation, again, physically. Now, I'm not saying go break up with your partner. I mean, if you do that, that's completely on you. But, really watch and wait for the response so you can tell that they're actually learning your value as a person. This change that is coming in is them going to actually be respecting you as a person, understanding you as a person, because you're setting the boundary of, look, I know you want my body and I'm hot and I'm the bomb. I kind of want to cuss because this is going to be 18 plus, but this change that's going to be coming is all up to how you set your boundaries. Now, if you just let them continue their behavior of them just kind of using you, even though deep down you want more, or you really want to deepen the bond that you two already have if you're in a relationship, you're going to have to set some boundaries and tell them, like, we got the physicality until you can learn more about me as an individual. Even people in relationships, because a lot of times, as time goes on, relationships can, I don't want to say weaken, but the bond isn't as strong as it always is at other times, especially when people get really comfortable with one another. So really with that, like the number 5, bringing in all this change, the change will come Once you set down those boundaries, tell them you're going to view me more as you know, more than just a body, and you're going to actually listen and, you know, listen to me, hear me out, view me as an emotional, intelligent individual, because that's what I am. So I'm going to pull a couple more cards for you all, and this is from the Truth deck. Pretty sure these decks are made to go together, and it's really wonderful. You guys got throwing shade, so clearly one or both parties is throwing shade at one another. Look, didn't I just say that? Deepening bond. Closure needed. Again, this doesn't mean that it's the end of something. I'm gonna pull a couple more. Wow, desire reconnection. What did I just say? You guys clearly want a deep bond with this other party. You wanted to, you know, run as deep as the ocean, is what I just heard. So you're really, this, you know, there's a lot of physical connection going on, which is wonderful. You need both, but really, like, you want this bond to deepen. You want that, you're desiring a reconnection with this person. And that doesn't mean, you know, you don't have to be separated to reconnect. You can be together, but, you know, you're just not on the same wavelength at the moment, and because of that, you know, you just really need that reconnection. So right now I already see that there's going to be some throwing shade when you tell them that, look, I know our physical life together is amazing, but, you know, I need more than that, and clearly you're not going to respect me as an individual unless, you know, I set some boundaries. And they're going to throw some shade. They're like, well, what are you talking about? We're fine, da da da, you know, we don't need to do anything else. This has been working perfectly. And you can tell them, well, just because it's working for you, it's not working for me. And then you also have closure needed. So with that, I'm getting the feeling that this person is going to have to realize that, you know, it's not all about them, it's about you as well. Right now they need to close that mindset of, you know, it's just about them, the way they feel, and, you know, if they're feeling good, then it's all good, period. And that's not clearly the case. You want more. You want to connect with them on a spiritual level. You don't want it to just be this physical thing that just is very short term, and, you know, you light the match and it fizzles out, you light the match and it fizzles out. You know, the repeating pattern of, we had this amazing, yeah, and this is gonna be 18+, we had this amazing sex, but then after the sex it's just like, you know, what are we doing again? What's exactly happening? Because right now I'm not feeling, I want you emotionally as a person, but I'm not feeling that deep connection and that bond with you. So really, you know, that person needs to close their mindset about just thinking of you as this, you know, physical goddess or god, and that's all you can provide, because clearly that's not the case. They're going to get upset, you know, they might even lash out on social media as well. They're going to be checking your social media out regardless, but they might lash out at social media as well. So just be mindful of that. But, you know, some things that I'm also going to pull, some things that you could do at this time, some things that, you know, they are willing to, you know, start working on themselves right away that you can even do together. So just allow me to pull some cards for you all. So a lot flipped out. I'm gonna grab the one that flipped out in my head. You got watch a movie. I just heard rom-com. So if they are ready, watch a rom-com. If they are not, just watch it by yourself. You know, you don't need this other person. These are rituals you can do, you know, either alone or with the other party, preferably with the other party, because these are some activities that you can both do together that can really deepen that connection. But like I said, if they're not ready to grow up and view the whole package instead of focusing on this one little Lego part, just give them some time. You also got create art. Again, create art. I mainly really get from that expressing your emotions and how you feel currently. I just got the feeling that some of you are actually going to be sad by the reaction, and I'm sorry about that. But really, if you want to get what you're desiring, you're going to have to set some boundaries. Like, growing is all about being uncomfortable. You also got dance, music, and massage. So yeah, of course, with the create art, really going for your expressions. I already know some of you are going to be sad because not everybody is going to have a positive reaction on, you know, you setting your boundaries, especially if this has been going on for a long time. You're like, what do you mean we have to deepen our bond and reconnect? Isn't that how we already are? Like, aren't we already good? The sex is amazing, but it's deeper than that. So yeah, create the art to express your emotions. You might end up being one of those people that watches a movie and eats a tub of ice cream. That's perfectly okay. You do what you need to do as long as it doesn't go too far. Make sure you are either listening to music or creating some music. Do not go listen to like Neo and just be crying your eyes out. Please don't do that. You've been listening to something that's empowering. You know, I'm not saying, again, I'm not one of those people that say you have to keep high vibrations 24/7. We are human. That's just impossible. But do not stay in a slump for a very long time is essentially what I'm going to say. Massage, again, now if they are ready to get it going and improving, I'm not saying you can't be physical at all. I'm just saying don't let the sausage and the what do I want to say? I'm going to say taco. Don't combine the taco and the sausage at the moment. But I'm not saying that you guys can't hug and cuddle, and right now if they could give you a massage, I'm saying that would mean the world to you, because you're going to be aching. I'm sorry. You're going to be aching for some physicality, but you also know that this is the best route to go if you want to get that, you know, emotional connection that you're desiring. And also go out and dance. Again, if you can dance with this other person and they're ready to step up, that is absolutely amazing. But if not, I can't say go to the club because that's not safe right now. But you know, if you can just dance at home like nobody's watching, that works too, because you'll get a lot of things out of just doing that yourself. So with that, pile number one, really just, you know, set those boundaries and, you know, watch and observe them. Actually, now I think about it, you may even be watching their social media, you know, make sure that just seeing how they're reacting. You know, a lot of times when people leave something that's amazing, they come back feeling like a lost puppy is essentially how they look. So, you know, keep that in mind. And I'm even going to say enjoy it while it's happening, because I can already see them being like, oh my God, what am I supposed to do? So, you know, I will say, you know, enjoy those little things. Enjoy seeing that, you know, you actually mean something to this person and they're not just taking advantage of you, even in your relationship. Sometimes the other party can, you know, really forget the fact that you don't have to do everything for them. So again, with that being said, really set your boundaries and, you know your worth is the message I just had. So I really hope this resonated with you all. If it did, please, you know, leave a comment down below. Please make sure you like, please make sure you subscribe, as again, I'm going to be doing some videos with friendships and family as well. So make sure you stay tuned for that. Hello lovelies, if you chose number 2, and this will be the message for you, just give me some time to do a new practice I'm currently doing. See, you got the number 2, so you really want some unity right now, some compassion. You want this partner to actually view you two as 2 and not 1. I feel like your partner is maybe a little bit too independent and does maybe too many things without you. They are not putting you first is the message I just got. So clearly you want more of a companionship relationship. And, you know, even though you two may be together right now, because this is applying to every type of love relationship, they are not acting like you two are a unit, and that is what you're desiring. So without further ado, let me pull some cards. Just got one flipped over. Ooh, defense mechanisms, and I already know that's not you. So I'm just gonna start off with that. I already know that's not you. You're not the one that's doing the defense mechanisms right now. Okay, this one didn't exactly flip out, but I already feel called to grab it. Narcissistic. Just making sure you can see them. Got go with the flow, which I feel like would usually be good, but in this case it is not. And secrets involved, and I'm actually feeling called to pull another one for you. So pile number 2, what's going on? What needs healing? What needs to change? I already, oh man, you guys are over something. You're completely over it. And 2 more came out. You got money matters. And you got mommy issues. Ooh, there is a lot going on in this relationship, situationship, eximship. That's not a thing, but that's the word I'm gonna use. Okay, so where to start with this? Starting off with the defense mechanisms, again, clearly going with the Kari show, she got number 2. You're desiring unity, partnership, you know, really feeling like a unit, like one, operating as one, not hearing I all the time, but hearing our, you know, we. I already get the sense that the other party involved is not really, actually, both of you are at fault is what I just got. And so please don't click off because you didn't like that, but you know, both of you are kind of at fault with this one. I do know that they are more so the ones that when you bring things up, it's just an automatic defense mechanism of them saying, well, you know, I don't do that, you know, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, you know, I don't understand why you're acting this way, you know, that's not even the case, that didn't even happen, things like that. They're kind of, they're gaslighting you. They are gaslighting you because you're bringing up these things. They're like, oh my God, that doesn't happen, I don't know why you're acting that way. It's essentially the feeling that I got and the message I got in my mind. So with that, we also, after that, I pulled either go with the flow or narcissistic. I'm pretty sure it's narcissistic. So the person that you are currently involved with may be a bit narcissistic, which is in turn causing some issues with your relationship because they are viewing themselves more as an individual person instead of you as two beings that are one, which a lot of people struggle with. But really, when you are in a relationship, it is no longer I, it is no longer, you know, I, my, or anything. When you're with another person, and any type of thing, you know, even situationships, because clearly that's the, I guess that's what our generation / society is doing now. You know, there are still some things that are tied with it. That doesn't mean that every single action that you take on your own is solely just about you. So I'm getting the fact that they are very defensive and narcissistic, and that is going to be really, really hard to get through. And we also got go with the flow. I get the feeling that you've just been going with the flow. You've been letting them have their little defense mechanisms and their narcissism, but that's clearly that you should not be doing that. I just got that message. You shouldn't be doing that right now. You really need to tell them, like, this behavior is not acceptable. You know, if you're trying to be with me, then you need to be with me and not with you yourself. And I'm on the sidelines is what I just heard. You're feeling like you're on the sidelines, that this person isn't really putting you first, you know, not even putting you first, but just including you in their life like you include them in your life. I also got money matters, so clearly this person is also very materialistic. I kind of feel like I'm reading your person and I'm not even trying to, but they're clearly materialistic. You know, they're very ego centered, and I'm not, well, their ego is huge because they're narcissistic, but I'm saying they're more so involved with their ego self and not their spirit, and that it kind of makes things really, really hard, because when you're not with your spirit, it's very hard to be a loving person. There's also some secrets involved, so there's some things that they are keeping from you. I'm gonna have to pull more cards because I'm literally just reading your person right now. They can be more secretive, like they're not keeping you in the loop with everything. And then they have mommy issues too. This is weird because I thought that this would be more about what your relationship needs healed, but this feels like more so of what your partner needs to work on. But that may be the thing that needs to be healed. You know, it takes two, yes, but sometimes, like, if one partner isn't ready for a relationship, or they're really struggling with themselves internally, that in turn affects the both of you, because how they are as a person really influences your relationship. So in healing of this relationship, I'm really getting the feeling that they need to work on themselves. You know, there may be some things that's going on with you as well, but with this being a general reading, I already can see that the major issue right now is, you know, them not addressing their behavior, and all this behavior, like, they got mommy issues. That has nothing to do with you. It's something they need to work on, but since they're so narcissistic, they're really struggling with it. So let me pull a couple more cards, because I feel like I'm just reading this other party involved. So please let me pull a couple cards and see if there's anything else besides just, you know, their behavior. So give me a second, please. Come on, just give me at least one more. I know there's something in here. Why is it so many cards? Oh man. Okay, well, you're gonna have okay, clearly pile 2 is gonna have the longest reading. So let's dive right into it. You got clear the air. I just heard you're gonna have to be the bigger person. I'm so sorry. I know you're probably just like, but I've been the bigger person for most of this time. Yes, you have, but they're clearly not in the mindset to be the bigger person. They can't take the lead right now. They really can't. There's a lot of things maybe work on in themselves before they try to work on, you know, really driving your relationship forward, situationship, whatever it may be. It may even be somebody from your past, and if it is, and you're willing to help them through all of this and keep them going, I salute you. So that's all I will say. You got 1 week. So I'm seeing that you would like some changes in 1 week. You're like, I am tired of this. You're gonna have to get it together or I'm gonna go. That's literally the thought I just had. You're just like, this is ridiculous, because clearly they're also having some commitment issues, and you can be with somebody and they can have commitment issues, and I'll explain that. They could be struggling with being more so of a, they're struggling with being a unit and not being completely independent and everything just about them at all times. They're like, wait, I gotta think about you too? Yeah, that's kind of how it works when, you know, you're desiring to be with another person, but with all these internal issues that they're having, they're really struggling it. They're scared. They're like, what do you mean I have to think about somebody other than myself? You know, nobody has really, I just got this message, especially with the mommy issues. Nobody has really ever been there for me, and now I have to be here for another person. How is this supposed to work? I'm scared. I've never done it before. So even though I see you want some changes to be happening in 1 week, or some changes may be happening in 1 week, but I don't think that's happening, because this is a lot to address in 1 week. I think you want changes in 1 week. I don't think it's going to happen, honestly. I'm just going to let you know that right now. All of this is going to take some time. Now, you may make some little baby steps in a week, but all of this is not going to be resolved in 1 week, because they also have secrets involved. So instead of it being secrets kept from you, you just don't know everything about them. There are some things in their past that they just do not want to talk about. They're not ready to talk about them. They're not sure how to even address them, and it may be related to the mommy issues, but they're kind of, you know, scared at the moment of how you're going to react if they tell you these things. And you may be thinking, well, I love them. That is true, you can love them, but look at all these behaviors. They are just not, you know, even though it says money matters, I just got financial instability. So with them, it may have been their childhood, I just heard, maybe have been very, very hard with the mommy issues, and I just got the mother wasn't always there for them like they should have, and it was just financial instability, you know, that they probably haven't even talked to you about half the things they experienced, because I'm actually getting pretty sad. So I'm getting the feeling that they had a sad childhood that caused all these defense mechanisms and narcissism and all these things, but they are, you know, it's just going to take them a long time. So again, if you want to make this work, you're really going to have some patience. Again, don't go with the flow. You need to let them know when they're doing something wrong and when it's not acceptable. Don't talk down to them, don't talk at them, talk to them. It's a difference. I've learned that it is a difference with all three. Minor setbacks. So clearly you're not where you want to be with this person. You're like, what is happening? We should have been here by now. You know, what on earth is going on? It's just a little minor setback, you know. Again, it's going to take some time, but you know, with all these things that needs to be addressed with this person, it's going to take longer than a week. So you need to keep that in mind. You also got spontaneous. So I'm getting the feeling that you guys need to do something spontaneous together. I feel like the energy between you two have been very, very heavy lately. You both need to do something that makes you both happy together. That's what you need to do, because this person is really struggling internally, and it's going to be hard to heal the relationship if they are not able to heal themselves. So doing something spontaneous that you both view as fun and happy and just fun times will be greatly beneficial, not just for you or your relationship, but for them as well, because I'm also just heard that they didn't have much of a childhood. So let's just continue. And this is a truth deck. So what truths need to come out about your relationship? So you got Soul Tribe for one. Oh, that's a good sign. Oh, there we go. Love yourself. I know you got something else for me. These 2 cards were about to jump out of my hand, so I'm just gonna grab them. 3, actually. You got seeing clearly, time apart. Again, this is a general reading, so all these messages won't apply, but notice the signs. So with all of that being said, let's just break it down. First, you start off with soul tribe. So whoever this person is clearly meant to be with your life. That doesn't mean that they're going to be with you forever. If it's not, you guys, like I said, it may be a situationship or ex, you know, but they are still meant to be in your life. They are part of your soul tribe. I see that this person is probably going to always be in your life in some way, shape, or form, even if it's not romantically. You also have seen clearly, time apart, love yourself, notice the sign. So really, if you want to heal this, they have to work on some things themselves, yes, but you also need to learn how to love yourself, because right now I just heard that you're trying to get all of your love from them, and I hate to break it to you, but somebody can't give you all the love you need. It just doesn't work that way, and somebody can't give you everything that you need and love, because if you don't love yourself, then anything that anybody gets you will never be enough. Also got time apart. So it may be possible for them to really dig deep in themselves. You need to spend some time apart. No, that does not mean breaking up. No, that does not mean separating or never seeing them, or all those different things. Time apart could literally be spent like, okay, well, you go to that side of the house and I go to this side of the house. It could be something as simple as that. I know our society mainly just jumps into the extremes, but time apart doesn't have to be an immediate breakup or anything. It could literally just be like you need a few hours apart. That simple. You got seeing clearly. I feel like you're gonna, especially after reading or listening / watching this, you're gonna realize that you've been missing the signs that have showed how much they have gone through. You've probably been looking at them, you know, more on the superficial level, on the surface level, and you haven't really known, you know, that they have gone through so many things in their life. But I'm really getting the feeling that, you know, your partner or whoever this person is has gone through a lot in their life, and you probably don't even know half of it, and you thought you did, or you know that they told you enough, but you really haven't. And you know, if you want this to work and to heal, you really need to acknowledge them as they're part of your soul tribe, and you need to see them as the person they actually are. Yes, they are narcissistic. Yes, they have mommy issues. Yes, there's a lot of things going on. They are very defensive, but why? You know, it's all about the why. People aren't just that way because that's just the way they are. Something always happens that changes them as an individual for all those behaviors to come out. And I see that you're finally going to be seeing that and really trying to dig deep into who they are so you can understand why they act the way they do. So with that being said, you know, really it's a lot of things that they're going to have to work on, but while they're working on those things, or while you two are working together to fix them, I also want to do some rituals that you can either do alone or you can do together. So allow me to pull a couple cards. So you got, where'd it go? Oh, there it is. Movement. I always like to equate this card with yoga because she is in tree pose. I do not know the Sanskrit word for it. Which actually, if you do that together, oh, that is going to work out, because that's going to help them address a lot of things. They may start crying. Ground yourself. Really work on that root chakra. They really need to work on their root chakra as well, but since you're feeling insecure within yourself as well, you both need to work on your root chakra. Really make sure you're grounding yourself. Go out in nature. Intuition. You need to trust your instincts. Again, notice the signs. See things clearly. You know, view them as the person they truly are. View yourself as who you truly are. You know, what are some things that you need to address as well? Because clearly with the love yourself card, you don't love yourself like you wish you did. So there's going to be, for this relationship to heal, there's going to need to be a bunch of work on both sides. Write a gratitude list. If they can do that as well, that'd be great, but you need to write everything you're grateful for. And I'm going to say everything that you're grateful for about your body is what I just heard. You know, write things that you love about your body. Even though I didn't pull the card, positive affirmations is something you need to do. Look to the stars. You need to check your astrology right now. There may be some things in your chart that is really weighing you down heavily, especially There's literally just a full moon in Capricorn on Sunday, as well as a lunar eclipse, and I think we're still in Mercury retrograde, so there's a lot of things going on. Really look at your chart and see what may be weighing heavily down on you, or them too. You know, there could be some things in their chart. And then burning ritual, which if you do not know what the burning ritual is, that is when you write down everything that you want to let go of, and you literally burn it in a bowl. Make sure you keep a window open. Make sure you burn it in a fireproof bowl, and you know, therefore you are releasing all of those things. So with that being said, the energy for this relationship is really heavy. Situationship, exumship, I'm trademarking it there if it doesn't exist. You know, really focus on them working on them. That's the thing. They have to work on themselves. You have to work on yourself, so you can both build up, you know, enough security within yourself so you can be strong together. You need to learn how to love yourself, and they need to learn how to address everything that happened in their past so they can let go of it. Again, time apart doesn't mean breaking up. It can mean spending a couple hours of you healing in one room and they are healing in another. And again, all these rituals are things you can do on your own or together with the gratitude list, burning bowl ritual. I feel like you both need to ground yourself and do some yoga together though, as well as following your intuition to see them clearly as a person and not just the surface level of what they've been presenting themselves. So with that, my pile number 2s, I know this was pretty deep, this is really heavy, but these are some ways that your relationship really needs healing. Again, if you want to look into how you can heal your family and your friends, please make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell, because I do want to bring them out pretty quickly. Thank you so much for watching this. If you did enjoy it, make sure you like, and if this resonated, please leave it down in the comments, because I'd love to hear it. So for all of my lovelies that chose 3, this reading is for you, so please allow me to divine. So you got 2. Wanting some unity to come in, I see. Wanting some companionship, love, compassion, empathy. You want some empathy to come in. Healing. Oh, what happened? I just got so sad. What happened? Oh, so I don't want to just say what I just heard. I want to confirm with the cards first before just blurting that out. Okay, I'm going to blurt it out. Some people in this group, in your relationship, partnership, even an ex, I feel like it's most likely those of you who are watching this with their exes on the mind, there was some cheating involved. First card is pause and reflect, and if that one does resonate, I am very sorry, because I know how painful that can be. So that's just what needs to be healed in this relationship, situationship, trademark, exumship. So clearly you need to pause and don't make an immediate decision, is what I just heard. Wait, hold on. That I'm not saying wait, hold on. I'm saying that's what I'm hearing. So, what? I was about to jump out. On the same page. It says on the same page, but I'm hearing that you are not on the same page. Practice self-love. Whatever happened, it really hurt. Whew, it hurt your self-esteem bad. Oh, this learning through this. Oh yeah, something happened. I already know it. You don't. I mean, if you don't want to confirm it in the comments, you don't have to. Not with this one. You are not being heard. Oh, you stepping into. I'm pretty sure you smell what I'm stepping in. Is what I'm gonna say. Oh, you are in pain. Oh my number 3s. I'm so sorry. I really hope you didn't find out through social media. I really hope you didn't find out through social media. If you did, I'm getting a little angry. So for some of you that clearly resonated. An ex involved. Yeah. So for some of you, this person who did you dirty like this is now an ex. For others of you, An ex was involved. I usually don't like to just jump straight into it and just say it was like cheating, you know, but with this, I mean, whew, I'm gonna dive deep into the cards, I promise. I just want to pull another one for you all. So that's why you got the healing and empathy. That's why I heard that, because they didn't empathize with you when it happened. How do we move past this is what I just heard. Vibrational alignment. So we're just going to dig deep. So clearly somebody did you dirty. That could be a current partner, that can be somebody in a situationship, that can most likely be an ex for all of you. So right now, take some time to pause and reflect. Don't go this is just gonna have to be 18 plus. Well, no, just don't go beat someone up is what I'm gonna say. Don't go beat them up, you know, just take some time to pause and reflect. Don't make any rash decisions that you're later going to regret. You got on the same page, but you two are not on the same page, especially since I'm seeing that it is a blue piece with a pink piece. You two are not on the same page. You're trying to be, but it's not really working out because of all these things that's happened, and nobody has really healed any knowledge from it. You're not being heard, so this person clearly they're not hearing you. They're not really taking your concerns into account. They're probably telling you that you're overreacting, or it didn't happen, or it wasn't a big deal, and clearly it is a big deal because you are really hurt like this. You got to practice self-love. Whatever happened really destroyed your self-esteem because you're like, well, why am I not good enough? How could you do this to me? What happened? You know, I thought we were doing good. Stop blaming yourself. I'm going to say that right now. Stop blaming yourself, but you also need to practice self-love because whatever this was, it really hurt you emotionally and your self-esteem as well. You got to learn through this. Like I said, something did happen and you need to make sure you are taking time to learn from it, and that's probably why you got pause and reflect. Don't make a decision. You need to learn from this. What lesson are you taking from this right now? An ex was involved. Again, this could be either if you're in a relationship, this had to do with your partner's ex, or this person that you came to this reading about is an ex. Social media, again, you probably learned about this somehow through some type of social media, which I am very, very sorry for that. You also got vibrational alignment. So clearly you haven't completely given up on this person, because you wouldn't have I wouldn't have divine 2 with the cowrie shells, and 2 is all about unity and compassion and really partnership. So you haven't completely given up, but your guys are coming through with this one. They say, you know, don't just make any rash decisions. You really have to think about this. Think about what's best for you. And I know this is going to be about healing, but think about what's best for you and really take that into consideration before anything else. Make sure you learn the lesson that comes from this. There is a lesson that's coming from this, and since I don't know the particular details of what happened in the situation, because this is general, you need to really dig deep I just had meditate. So you're gonna have to meditate about what this situation is showing you in terms of a lesson. Now, with the healing for this, nothing will ever be able to happen if they never like hear you out. If they're not able to, you know, really listen to you, you really just shut up and listen to you, and without them talking, this isn't going to heal. Honestly, this is more so on them. The other 2 has been both parties, kind of. But really with this one, it's all on the other person and what they did. And if that doesn't resonate, you need to look in the mirror and be like, well, did you do something? But with how much hurt and pain I'm feeling, I already know that's not the case for majority of people watching this. The case was that somebody hurt you and they did you real dirty. And with that being the case, you really need to just pause and wait, because again, you're not giving up on this person, because if you're giving up on them, you wouldn't be here watching a video saying, how can I heal this relationship? What do I do to heal this relationship? You know, or what needs healing? So with that being said, you know, you need to take a look at, you know, your individual vibrations, I would say, and see if you're in alignment. Because if you're not in alignment right now, then you need to take some more time to just pause, and you need to keep, you know, waiting, essentially, because if you jump into this too fast, you will ignite, and not in the good way. You're gonna burn out, actually. I just got a picture of kind of a NASCAR race car going down the track and flipping, which seems harsh, but that's kind of like how you will be feeling. You're going to go and push the gas pedal when you weren't ready, and throttle it, and everything is going to spin out of control. So if you aren't careful with this and really take into consideration the time that needs to happen in the healing, and them, you know, really respecting your voice, it's going to blow up in your face. But let's pull some more cards, because man, most of these has been heavy. Well, at least you got a happy outcome. So regardless of what happens, there's going to be a happy outcome coming out of this. Ask for help. You want advice from somebody? Well, clearly you're looking for advice or you wouldn't be here. But you need to ask for advice. I just got it from a mother figure. This doesn't have to be your biological mom, but from a mother figure. This could be an aunt. This can even be like, you know, a mentor too. That you just need somebody else's opinion because you're not sure if you should be trusting your own voice, is what I heard. So you need to really reach out to someone that is close to you as a mother figure. Again, be a mom, aunt, mentor is what I'm hearing. And, you know, really get their advice and perspective on all of this. The time is now. So you're probably like, well, it's saying the time is now, but okay, but the time is now to pause and reflect. Stop. Don't go do whatever it is you're thinking about doing. Because I already know you are. Don't say you're not. You can say you aren't, and I'm still not going to believe you. You know, the time is now to really go and sit down and really think about your life. Think about everything that you've experienced with this person, and if the good outweighs the bad. This one didn't pop out all the way, but it wanted to. Texting you, oh, they know they messed up. I just heard that. They know they messed up. They know they screwed it. They know that they really screwed themselves with this one. And they're going to be trying to text you while you're, you know, doing you and just trying to, you're going to turn into a Buddhist monk for a little bit. That's not bad. You're just going to go in internally and, you know, really think about things and think about life and think about everything that's going on. And they're just going to be blowing up your phone, be like, oh my God, you know, I didn't mean to, you know, please don't do this. Take me back. You know, don't leave me. Again, this is more so you need to A, take the perspective of this mother figure that's in front of you, and B, you really need to not jump and rush this. On the horizon, your decision is on the horizon. Again, I know this is supposed to be mainly about healing, but with this, I don't want to jump to the conclusion that, you know, everything's, well, it's going to be a happy outcome, but I don't want to jump into the conclusion. So I never like to say, you know, if somebody should stay with someone or if they should break up. So for people that chose number 3, yours is going to be a little different. Regardless of what you do, it's going to be a happy outcome, but with the healing aspect in the relationship, well, yeah, that makes sense because you don't have to be together for a relationship to heal. But the being together part is going to be more on you after you take the perspective from the mother figure that's around you and taking the time to really reflect on, you know, what is going to be happy for your life and the best outcome. I'm going to pull a couple more cards for you all because I'm telling you, the messages that are coming through with this reading, I was honestly not expecting this. I wasn't expecting all of this. Thought it was going to be lighthearted. Well, this, I guess they call it the truth deck for a reason. Oh, crud. You got more to be revealed. Oh, don't tell me you don't know everything. Oh. So clearly there's going to be some more to come that you didn't even know about. And I just heard when you find out, you're going to be pissed. So be prepared for that. You got community. Again, going to those that, you know, love you, can give you some perspective, you know, really put things, shine a light on things. I even got somebody from your community might be telling you like, hey, you don't know everything. I'm so sorry to do this, but you need to know if you're going to make the right decision. You also got commitment coming. So regardless of what you make, there's going to be somebody coming to you ready to commit, because it could either be this person that if you decide to stay with them, again, I know this isn't the healing thing that we were expecting, but this is what's coming through. So, you know, either the person, if you are able to get over whatever this transgression was, there is going to be strong commitment. I will say that. There will be a lot of commitment. They're going to probably get their sugar honey iced tea together because they don't want to lose you. I already know that, or they wouldn't be texting you, asking you like, oh my God, please don't leave me. Either that, but if you can't get past this transgression, you're gonna have to do some healing after it. So I guess, you know, that's how the healing relationship thing is working. I wasn't expecting it to go this route, but essentially that's what's happening. But even after that, after you take some time to heal, there's gonna be somebody coming into your life who's ready to fully commit. So I would say that these are some things that you can do together, like I was with every other group, but this is some things you need to do alone. My pile number 3s, y'all are different from the rest. It did not turn out like this. So please let me shuffle some self-care cards for you all, because you so desperately need it. Because, man, you're sad. I'm sorry, that's not bad at all. It's just, I feel the pain in my chest. And now I'm tearing up. So clearly you must, it's on your mind. Plan a vacation, get away. Wherever you're at, get away from it. I know we're in pandemic mode, but it don't gotta be traveling to a different country. You can go to a lake, go to a beach. Okay, wait, let me not say that, because they're messing that up too. Go to a park. Go to a park. Go somewhere safe where you can safely distance yourself, but still take your mind off of things, because your mind is so heavy. Whew. Man. I think this is why I normally don't do love readings. They're heavy. Let me just pull a couple self-care cards. Check up on your health, because you are very, very stressed at the moment. So you really want to make sure you're paying attention to if anything doesn't feel right, or if maybe the stress is going on way too far. Check up on your health. Go to the safest place you can and just do a quick little checkup. Sex. So leave that for itself. I don't know who you should be doing that with, but that is for you to find out. You're just gonna leave it at that. Intuition, trust your intuition right now, especially with everything going through. No matter how many opinions you listen to, at the end of the day, the opinion is yours, and your intuition will know what you need to do. I want to pull another one, because my number 3s. So much going on. Rest. It's okay to rest. Just go take your rest. You don't have to make a decision again. Like I said, right now, the time is now to rest. The time is now to pause and reflect. And be with your friends. Be with your community. Be with the people who really will lift you up and really show you that they love and care about you. And at the end of the day, everything will be okay. So with my number 3s, I know that was pretty heavy. That is not at all what I was expecting, but that is the message we got. So I am going to be doing a video for your friendships and your family as well. So if you want to check that out, please make sure you subscribe and ring the little bell. If you did enjoy this, which I'm not sure if my number 3s did, you might tell me to go screw myself, and I can't be mad at that one. But if you did enjoy it, like it. Again, I'm not going to tell you guys to leave a comment if it resonated, because I don't want to call you out like that if that's not what you want to do. So I do pray for your healing, and you know that your intuition guides you to the best decision. Thank you so much for watching.